What is going on, Nav Nation, and welcome back to another video. Today, guys, I'm giving you an update on perhaps the most comprehensive website out there for tracking prices on Pokemon cards, whether that is singles or sealed products, and I'm talking about none other than Pokeydata.io. And if you guys watched, I did a previous video discussing this website, and as I said, guys, this is perhaps the best website that I've ever seen for tracking all of the various analytics for Pokemon cards in general. And today, I'm going to be giving you guys updates on a lot of the new features that they've added to the website that I think are absolutely amazing and that I think you guys are really going to enjoy and that is really going to help you in your collecting journey. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this update for Pokeydata.io. So let's go ahead and jump into, right off the bat, sealed products. And if you haven't seen my previous video, I would highly recommend checking that out because I go into great detail about the basic features that are on Pokedata, so be sure that you check that out. But if you have seen that previous video or you have checked out Pokedata, you will notice that they have added a ton of new sealed products to their listings, specifically a lot of the Celebrations products, including this Elite Trainer box, which, as you can see here, we've got a ton of sales data for this product. On average, it's been selling at around $82, the minimum $47, and the max $139. Down below, you can see all of the eBay sold listings up until recently, which the most recent is on 10/15, so October 15th. And this is a great way to understand where the market is headed, where it has been, and if you do have these products in your possession, what might be a good sales price based upon current market conditions. So great new tool here there is not a ton of these out here to track sealed products. In fact, I don't know of any others other than Pokedata. And as I said, you can look at all of the new Celebrations products on here. These have been in a lot of fluctuation, and something like the collector's chest, that is something that we know for sure is delayed until late November. So if you're looking for a quick flip or something that you might want to turn in the short term, then this might be a great tool for you to check out to understand what your margins might be in the current market environment. So there you go, guys. That is the sealed product section. I wanted to show off some of the new products that they have added here. If you scroll back, you can see a lot of older products as well, including Evolving Skies, going back to Shining Fates, going back to a lot of the VMAX battle boxes, Champion's Path. So it's not just brand new products. They do have a lot of products listed from years past, and this is a great tool to go through to check on all of those various prices and where they have gone. Okay, now that we've gone through these sealed products, let's go ahead and take a look at sets. And again, if you guys haven't checked out Pokedata before, they have every single English set, starting with Celebrations, which is the most recent, going all the way back to base set first edition. It's absolutely amazing, a fantastic repertoire of products here, a fantastic listing of all the sets included in the English Pokemon canon. But the thing that I want to highlight here today is we also have Japanese sets. This was highly requested from many members of the community when I first showed off Pokedata, saying, man, I really hope that they get Japanese listings on there as well. The guys over at Pokedata have listened, they have responded, and now we have 48 sets included in here for the Japanese Pokemon canon, starting with Fusion Arts, going all the way back to Sun and Moon base set, or the equivalent of Sun and Moon base set for the Japanese sets. Let's just take Fusion Arts, for example. So it's always listed from the values of high to low. And the thing that I really like about Fusion Arts is that the price of singles has been maintaining pretty well. If we take a look at the Mew VMAX here, hasn't been a ton of fluctuation. There hasn't been a ton of sales, but there has not been a whole lot of fluctuation in the singles prices for Fusion Arts, which is really uncommon, honestly, for Japanese cards in general. But it's a good sign. It's a good sign to see some of that, a little bit more of that stability in the market. So there you go, guys. You can check out all of the various prices for Fusion Arts. And as I said, you can go all the way back to Sun and Moon base set and all of the fantastic sets that have been released in between then. There are so many cool sets in here that have been released from Sun and Moon now to Fusion Arts. So now you guys have the ability to go ahead and check on those as well. This is a wonderful addition to the website. And speaking to the guys at Pokeydata, they plan on getting many more Japanese sets in here very soon. So hopefully before too long, we may have everything going all the way back to the Japanese base set and beyond that will be included in the individual card listings. All right, guys, so now that I've got you primed with some of the cool features that Pokédata has added, including many more sealed products, as well as 48 Japanese sets and the individual cards from those sets, let's jump into the coup de grace, the big thing that I think you guys are going to really enjoy and something that I think is absolutely invaluable, whether you are an investor or a collector. We now have the portfolio feature a part of Pokédata. Now, this is very similar to a portfolio and the way that a portfolio would look and operate if you were in the financial markets. If you were in the stock market, you were purchasing individual securities or individual assets in that realm. This acts in a very similar manner, and it updates in a similar fashion, so you can see the aggregate value of your entire collection, whether that's individual cards, both raw and graded, as well as sealed products. And you'll see the variations in the prices of your overall portfolio, and you'll see how that fluctuates on a day-to-day basis. So here we are. As you can see, my portfolio is blank, so I want to show you guys how you can add your individual assets, we'll call them, to your portfolio and how that tracks it over time. So let's just start with the individual cards here. So we'll go to buy cards. Now, what I want to stress here right off the bat is that you're not actually buying the card. This acts, as I said, very similar to your investment portfolio in the financial markets. This is sort of the bid and the ask. What you're going to do here is this is what you would have purchased the individual card and or product for, so that if you ever sell it, you can actually see the gain and the return in your overall portfolio. So let's just go ahead and search for some cards here. We'll just look for Blastoise. So here we got the Blastoise from Celebrations. So what you'll see that's really important here is you have different characteristics that you want to make sure that you fill in accurately. It's really good to make sure that you've put in the date that you purchased this particular product for, because then you'll see the timeline and the actual return will be more accurate if you've got those specific dates in there. So let's go ahead and put this one in here. We'll say that we purchased this one back on 10/1. So we'll put that for October 1st, and then we went ahead and we got this at, this is the market price. As you can see here, it's always going to give you the actual market price for the Blastoise. But let's say that you just opened up a Celebrations pack. So we'll just call it, if the pack itself was $7, we'll just call it $7 that we paid to get this particular card. And we've got one of those. It's raw. We're going to go ahead and hit on buy card, and that will add that to your overall portfolio. So if we come back here, you can see that this is your overall portfolio. This is the card that's included in here, and you can see what your actual return is down here. And if you click on it, you'll see, okay, here's my cost. This was my purchase price, my cost basis for this particular item, which we got it for $7. The value right now on the secondary market on average $21.52. Overall, thus far, we've got a $14.52 return on our investment for this Blastoise Celebrations card. Now, if we come up here, we can also choose to sell this card. So let's say that we're going to go ahead and sell it at the market price of $21.52, or we have sold it, right? I want to stress that here, that you're not actually selling on this platform. You're just merely putting in the details of what you bought it for and what you sold it for, so that the system itself can track that information. So we'll say that we sold it on this date of 10/25. We'll go ahead and put that we sold that card. And there you go. Now your portfolio is updated. Here was your buy, here was your sell, and then it will reflect the return in your overall portfolio. So let's go back here. Now you can see that we don't have any items left. Now that we've sold that card, it has removed it from our overall portfolio. And up here, we also have the update of what we have returned in our overall portfolio to date, which is really, really cool. Now let's go down here to sealed products. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the sealed products. We'll just take, for example, some of the products that I have here. So let's go ahead and put in Evolutions Booster Box. There we go. So the unit price, so the date that I purchased this, this was back on, gosh, this was quite a while ago that I purchased a large swath of Evolutions booster boxes. I believe this was in January of last year. We'll put January 1st. And I was actually buying these for $75. And I've got 2 cases of Evolutions booster boxes. So we'll go ahead and put a quantity of 12 in there. And we'll go ahead and add that to our portfolio. We'll come back here. We can see that on my purchase price of the quantity that I got these Evolution booster boxes for, the current market price on this, $688.63, I have over a 7,000% or 7,000 return on my investment for Evolutions booster boxes. You remember when I was talking about these in those initial videos, guys? I know there's a lot of other people out there that scored big on Evolutions, but so far that is what my portfolio is looking like. So let's go ahead and go back up to the individual cards and just start adding in some of the cards that I have personally in my collection. So we'll go ahead and add this Shining Mewtwo. This was purchased a long time ago. So, you know, for things that are going back years and years and years, I mean, you can come in here and you can go back that far if you'd like. You can change the years. This was purchased probably, I want to say, back in 2016. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in October of 2016. The unit price on this, I got this card, I believe it was for around like maybe $20 is all, which is pretty crazy to think about. We got raw here. Unfortunately, we don't have the grade for PSA 9 or PSA 10, but we'll go ahead and put that into our portfolio as well. And as you can see here, we've got the updated total of the return of what the current market price on this particular card is. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is that if you decide that you want to just delete a particular item or you want to edit it, you can do that inside the individual item itself. So right over here, you can see the little pencil tool, and you can come in here and you can update everything that you want, all of these different characteristics. So we could change the purchase date, we could change the purchase price, we could change the quantity. If it updates with a particular card for its a graded equivalent, 9 or 10, you can go ahead and update that here as well. Or if you want to just delete a particular item from your overall portfolio, you can do that here as well. So there is a lot more flexibility than you would normally have in something like an investment portfolio in the financial markets. So there is a lot of malleability with this and a lot of ways that you can make sure that your portfolio accurately reflects your overall collection. So you guys get the gist of it. You get the gist of exactly how this operates and how this can really give you a good indication of where your overall portfolio is at and where it's going, how that's fluctuating on a day-to-day basis. And again, just want to stress here, when you're putting in the buys and the sells on here and you're not actually performing any kind of trade or transaction, that's simply putting in what you bought it for, what you sold it for, so that your portfolio as a whole can update that. And guys, what's really crazy here is that for the portfolio and every card and or product, they are tracking over 800,000 eBay transactions, and that is increasing ever more every single day. So there is a lot of information, a lot of great data to go off of. Now, there's still sealed products out there and or cards, both graded and raw, that you may not find to be able to put into your portfolio, but this is definitely going to give you a pretty accurate indication of what your overall investments are like, what your overall value of your collection is like. And a really cool feature here, now that we've gone through everything that I want to let you guys know that they are currently in the works of doing, is they are looking to create a public portfolio. That's right. So basically, you would be able to share or be able to show to others the value of your collection and be able to track that, be able to show others, hey, this is what I've actually made. This is how much I've returned in my actual portfolio. So for a lot of your fellow financial PokeTubers out there, being able to track very easily where their investments have gone and if they've made good decisions or not, or if those investment decisions have not really panned out, this will be a way to see that very clearly and a way to honestly understand if you're making good financial decisions within the Pokemon card market. So guys, that is going to do it for today and for this update on Pokeydata. I highly suggest that all of you out there that are watching this right now go and check out this website if you haven't done so already. This is, as I said, one of the most comprehensive analytics tools that you guys will find out there for tracking Pokemon cards, raw, graded, and sealed products for both English and Japanese. And I know it's going to help a lot of you out there, so make sure that you go and check them out, show them your support, and tell them that PokeNav sent you. Other than that, guys, I will see you all next time. My name is PokeNav. I'm here to help you navigate the world of Pokemon, one video at a time, and I will see you all in the next video.